Hello everybody and welcome back to Sass Muffin Gaming. I'm your host, Gokuman, and today we're playing Call of Cthulhu. So last time in our adventure we had taken up the case of the old rich man who said his daughter died of some strange cause, and we kind of got some information that maybe the locals thought she was a little bit out there. She was known for being a bit radical in her ideas and came off as a bit crazy. But we ended up here. We arrived at the town of Darkwater, where this is a place that's come on hard times. Nothing's taken care of very well. They're very superstitious, and they aren't very friendly to outsiders. But we're here. We're going to investigate things. We found out the statue was defaced. That was the last thing we found out about. And our goal is to get into that warehouse right over there. But good news for you guys, if you notice any graphical change, maybe less blurry or stuff like that, is I have my computer fixed now. I upgraded the graphics card. We have that nice 6090 in it. And I upgraded the motherboard and the CPU, so we're sitting at an i9 with a really awesome motherboard and enough processing speed that you guys shouldn't have to worry about this game ever being blurry. So we're running this on epic quality. It is an older game, so it still has some of those older game kind of graphic feels, but we're seeing the older game graphic feels with a layer of, yeah. And I appreciate this. Like, it may be an older game, but like these textures are they're still pretty good. Like, that actually looks like old metal. Like, if you look too long at it, you kind of see around the graphical edges, but like at just a brief glance, like that's something I would see in my dad's workshop. So I have never actually been to a town that is big on fishing, but a lot of the local people where I live were into just like fishing on like ponds and rivers and stuff, so I recognize some of the equipment they have here. Alright, did we try to get up here last time? That's right, our person can't jump. Okay, did we talk to this guy? He is not interested. My good sir, I don't think you're gonna catch anything in scummy port water. But best of luck to you. Best of luck. Okay, so this is that whale that they're dragging back into the ocean. And the locals say it's bad luck. It's a horrible omen.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Ooh, we can do a medicine check.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
That's no way to treat
Well, I guess we are not that specialist.
He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Alright, so we checked out this area. These guys are working for a person named Kat. The local constable wants nothing to do with us.
Cops, they can't understand.
So then we were going over to this little area, and we had a choice. We can go and try to talk to Kat, or we can just try to get through. Right? No? I thought that was open before. Maybe I was wrong. Oh, here it is. So we can try to talk to Kat, or we can go through. But we're a sneaky detective, and we don't know who Kat is. Spot hidden item feature allows you to see items. Doesn't seem to be a button for that. Trying to do it like some sort of zoom button, but I'm not seeing one. I do have a crouch ability, which is neat.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Okay, so this looks like if they pulled like a boat or something underneath this, they could like haul the fish up. That's what I'm guessing at least. Or no, they probably take their live fish and just lower it in. That water looks scuzzy. Yeah, this place doesn't look like it has access to anything, so this was not the answer that I thought it might be. Maybe. Ooh. Now we are adventurous.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating, but it's been completely taken to bits. There must be some spare parts amid all this clutter.
I am not following why we'd want to open that, because that is not our objective at the moment. So, let's leave that alone. Let's go see if we can't find this cat person, and see if we can't gain access to the warehouse. That seems like trouble. So, if it's cat, like K-A-T, that's typically like
Prohibition is just a joke around here.
a nickname
That
or
suits
like
me fine.
a shortened name for someone who's named Catherine or like Katie. So, not this guy. That was the researcher. I think it's her.
Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourself, I told you to beat it.
Okay, so she's not going to talk to us. Maybe let's ask the bartender.
What can I get you?
No prohibition around here. Dark water, yes. Not what we were looking for.
That'll be all for now.
Okay, let's ask this guy.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Dark water. Who is
I
Cat?
found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Okay, so... Oh, we can ask about the
I'm
whale.
just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here.
Ooh.
But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
Interesting. So, that really wasn't
shall be on
helpful
my
to
way.
us.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
So, two options again. We can try to get through those two men, or we can explore that warehouse for who knows why. I'm gonna take the assumption that going underwater isn't a good idea.
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Why we don't have a clear conscience.
Did it not save our, like, ideas?
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it?
So
I don't want to end up with her
we had to
little knife
re-listen
under
to
my
this, I
throat.
think, because
It's a stiletto,
this
you
game
idiot.
uses a
And
checkpoint
with that
system,
smell on your breath, I don't
and I
give you
don't
much
think it
chance
saved
anyway.
everything we did since the last checkpoint.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's gonna be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Investigate. You work for Cat?
Cat, she's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile of the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope you had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
Okay, so we've gone through the stuff that we did before. And I think we go and test to see how smooth of a talker our character is.
Gentlemen, you have a problem.
What? Who do you take yourself for, stranger?
Your boss is very unhappy with your work.
Oh yeah? You're bluffing.
She said those knuckleheads are incapable of staying at their post.
Darn it.
You think he's telling the truth?
We'll find out. Prove that you really know Cat.
Ooh. Ooh. How did we get that?
It's risky to question my word. I wouldn't like you to get cut with a certain Italian knife.
Okay. You've convinced us.
And is she who sent you? What do you want from us?
I thought I made it clear. I have to take a look inside the Hawkins warehouse. Leave me alone, and I'll put in a good word for you with Cat.
Okay, it's a deal.
Okay. So that worked, and I'm rather surprised actually, because I didn't take our character as being the eloquent sort. He more takes on the essence of being more of the drunken sort. And yeah, drunken usually doesn't mean eloquent. Okay, that looks like that might have been where we got up from the water. Can we not select that? There we go. Oh, that slid really easy.
Let's see.
Oh.
Perfect. Oh, this place stinks.
Let's close the door
What
behind
is the
us.
connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Oh, we have that, like the Sherlock Holmes like scene reconstruction. That's cool. Okay, so we have a broken mirror.
What happened here?
I mean, that's one option. They punched it. Let's see, bandages. Okay, maybe, yeah, they caused their hand to bleed or something. And, Hmm. Oh, what? Oh, it's a fish head. That is weird. What's a painting?
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
It looks kind of beat up, to be honest.
Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it.
Oh, it's a bed. I did not think that that was a bed. In fact, with the liquid on the ground, I thought a bed was the last thing I had in mind.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins?
Who indeed?
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
So they were hiding. That's kind of what it sounds like.
It smells as bad as it looks.
Okay. Exit this mode. Alright. So we had some sort of person that was living in here, and it had a picture of the Hawkins' father and mother. So maybe the kid or a distant family member. Ooh, what about a lover? They said they must have had money because it was expensive painkiller. Oh, disgusting. Okay, so they're living inside of this little warehouse they had locked from the inside. They didn't like what they saw in the mirror. And they were in a lot of pain.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
You may have, but this is exactly where I was supposed to be. Ooh. Threat. Wait, that's considered professional. Interesting. Okay, so we can use some sort of like strength or professional insult. I'm assuming that's an intimidation. We can ask him to team up with us. We can... That one doesn't make sense. And that one doesn't... Well, that one makes sense, but... Yeah, so these two don't seem to be conclusive answers.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange
Ooh.
portrait.
Yes.
Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way.
Oh. Okay.
Andrews, would you please shut the door?
So...
Open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
So the officer wasn't going to work with us.
Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you...
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
What?
Is it far? This mansion.
What a weird reaction. Okay,
Look
okay.
behind you, at the top of the ridge.
So, Officer
See
Bradley
the building?
seemed like he didn't want us to get involved. Even though he knew we were, like, here to investigate because we introduced ourselves. And as soon as he realized that he couldn't stop us from doing what we were going to do, and we decided to play nice with him, he's actually helping us along, which is pretty good. I am glad we didn't take the threatened approach because I don't think that would have helped our long game. Creepy little forest on the coastal hill heading up to the mansion. They talked about her widening a smile. It looks like he's had that happen to him before. Ooh, what's hiding?
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion.
Wow.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Oh, maybe that's who is watching us then.
He's clearly not doing any gardening.
You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go.
Oof.
And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Okay, so let's go back to the face before I go for it. So the guys joked about the last person who tried to enter the cat's turf had a smile carved out, and he was only smiling off of one side. I think they were referring to the officer here. So Officer Bradley has definitely had the run-ins. Oh, that's a good point. This mansion does not look like it was burnt in a fire.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
I definitely have other questions.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Rotten
Could he be a
floorboards.
problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go, right?
So, the way that the grandfather talked, the whole like killing of his daughter or the death of his daughter happened fairly recently. Why would there be rotten floorboards all around the place? Especially if they had a caretaker taking care of things. And why is this in such disarray if this was so recent?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around it, would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house.
But that makes
It
sense.
remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Why are you so annoyed with me? These are very, very simple questions.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
No.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
That is a good point.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
We have no reason not to trust this guy. Yeah, he botched the case. But, like, it's better to have him along in the beginning at first, because, like you said, there's Silas, and there's also, he knows the mansion, so he's bound to keep us from running into something we probably shouldn't. You know, despite this place not being taken care of too much, it still has some pretty staggering features that are honestly lovely. What does this say? I laid me down and slept. I awaked, for the Lord sustained me. Psalms 3:5.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined.
Built up house, built 1693. That is pretty old. Oh. I didn't know we had the orchestra following us. Why'd he lead us here first? Oh, interesting. So this
Poor kid.
Simon Hawkins was, I wish the hand would get out of the way so I could actually read it. 11 years old. And we had Sarah. Oh, what's that say?
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
Not very old either. That's like 28? 28 years old. And his spots are all smashed.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Yeah, that's definitely a good
Do you
answer.
know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
No, I don't really think it's strange.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please
This
give me a
seems
minute.
perfectly
I
reasonable
didn't expect to
resting
set
point.
foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary and steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing, let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
They said they buried them. So, what if they had another child? Just give this guy a moment. Take a little look around while he's having some peace. All these trees are really gnarly. Is this supposed to be like fall or winter? Judging by the leaves, probably fall. Oh, this you guys know this, the old school like Scooby-Dooby like theme? This mansion looks like the one from like the old Scooby-Doo. Even with like the trees without leaves and everything. Alright, well, you come find me when you're ready. Okay, well, let's take this way up. Wow. This place looks cool. All the windows are boarded up, not surprising. Ooh, a little carriage canal, I think. Whatever those things were called, where the carriages would come through. So they must have drove things up this way. Yes. That's a pretty sharp turn for the carriage, but you know, whatever. That door looks boarded, but let's check it out real quick.
I'll have to find another entrance.
That's exactly what I thought you'd say. This place had some beautiful aesthetics. You could see people coming right up, have like some tea, some crumpets.
This entrance is still in use.
It does look that way. This is probably where Sass gets in.
Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
I'll show you
Okay.
how we have it out on dark water.
All right. We say that we work for Stephen Webster.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here.
Ooh,
And no
I-
baloney.
I think
The
I
police
kind of told you.
report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
Okay, that makes sense. You shouldn't really need this key. What? Okay. Investigation/expert. Yeah, let's go with that.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to
Ooh,
be here,
I
I'm
like that
listening.
answer.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin.
Yeah, that's it, vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do.
I
Go on then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
this guy. I mean, he's dressed really nice for like what's going on, but I think that went the best way possible. Oh, and he's here to join us.
Pierce, shall we enter? Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
And hopefully this saves on the inside because
Stop bothering me.
we are out of time.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Sweet. Let's see. Hawkins Mansion. This is chapter 3. We're already on chapter 3, guys. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employees, keeps watch on the place armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley manage to finally calm him down and get a hold of the key to the mansion. They enter the building to look for the scene of the fire. Alright,
Follow me. I know the place.
and there's our game save. So thank you guys all for joining me. Thank you guys also for allowing us to get to 100 subscribers. I'm super excited, and I'm happy to bring you guys this amazing content. If you guys want to see me play any other games, I know there's quite a list of Cthulhu or existential games out there, but if you guys have one particularly in mind, or one that you haven't seen other people watch before, please let me know down in the comments. Otherwise, want to see more of Call of Cthulhu? Smash that subscribe button, nail that bell icon to the wall, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye bye!